Today I'm on Fuerteventura, the second largest of the Canary Islands.
In Harman, and over the last decade, I've helped hundreds of people find their dream. How do you find one?
Today's house hunters are Emma Greenfield and Daniel Halley from Essex, who are looking for a home by the sea on Fuerteventura. They've got £73,000 to spend on a 1 or 2 bedroom property that's dog friendly and in an area where they can become part of the community. The rate at which property prices are falling has dramatically slowed down, and local estate agents believe that investors should seize the opportunity now to pick up a bargain in Fuerteventura.
This is the place which we have to sell for.
Seen quite a lot of unfinished. The situation with those?
It's just a fact of time, demolish it. But
so nobody knows at the moment.
It can't say.
What is the situation here with renting a property out? So you apply for a tourist licence?
It's called a tourist.
So that would allow you to rent your property. Sue, welcome to Fuerteventura. And what are your first impressions? And this is your first property that you'll buy somewhere abroad rather than somewhere at home. And how do your families feel about you buying a place? Can you tell me a little bit about what kind of property you're hoping for?
I've sold them the properties.
Ideally, etc. 2 bedrooms.
You're quite open to it, or do you have a preference about outside space?
That is because he's going to be coming.
Take them for me to show you, for you guys to go, yeah, that's the one. We're going to make an offer. How do you feel about that? Surely you've got to say as well.
My input. But I'll spend it.
It is.
Yeah, it's
How much or how little are you hoping to spend out here?
about 73,000.
Well, I'm hoping very much that will fit the bill for you two. Quite isolated, almost.
Just different everywhere you look, rather than seawall defences.
Yeah, it's literally 5 minutes drive down the road.
You've got everything you need.
You've got the old fishing harbour. And the other side of the harbour, El Cotillo, this area, has got pretty much everything you got of where we are. And the property that we're looking at is
A hell of a view, isn't it?
So are you happy just sort of being a little bit out of the centre? It's very unlikely to be. Go inside then and see what you make of it in there.
Yes, let's do. Bigger than I thought it would be.
Literally one that you could just walk into, is it?
Yeah.
Go and have a quick look out here as well. Yeah.
Hard fact to get used to, that we'd actually sit outside to eat.
Yeah, in the winter, yeah.
You get the sun most of the day. You've got a back terrace.
So my only concern is sort of the football stadium.
It's quite low-key anyway here. Bathroom's just there. That's your second bedroom. The biggest of the 2 beds on a long-term let for about £380 a month. So if you, say, for example, wanted to spend 3 or 4 months of the year here, you'd get an income of about £3,000. Now, the asking price is a little bit on the market for just under £101,000 for 2 years now.
All right, blimey.
So the owner has indicated that they would negotiate.
Mix it up with, but
I'll let the two of you have a little chat amongst yourselves and have a think about it, because I've obviously started at the higher end of your budget, but use it as a benchmark.
Yeah.
And then we'll chat afterwards and see where we go from here.
Okay.
All right, catch up with you in a sec.
okay.
I think Emma seems to really like this one, but I'm struggling to figure out what Dan thinks. So, you've seen the whole thing now. Dan, what are you thinking
Yeah, it's
would happen? So it's good that you're thinking about over budget, and we've started kind of at the top. What would you like to see next?
There's Emma and Daniel from Essex.
A different vibe to the new town, isn't it?
the furthest kind of environment where you sort of the real people are up early in the morning kind of thing, delivering stuff and sweeping up.
It'll be buzzing, it will really come alive. But it's a different kind of tourist that come. What would you two feel about living very close to this, like a 5-minute walk away? The property itself is just in one of these little side streets. It's under budget. This place is on the market for 65 and significantly cheaper.
The front door at home, so the dog just lets himself out and goes for a walk when he meets another dog that he knows and takes himself for a walk. That's the kind of dog we have.
So this one for you guys, because you're going to actually have to walk the dog rather than letting him walk himself. But let's have a look at the inside first before we totally write it off, because actually there's some good outside space with this property, believe it or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So let's go and have a closer look. Is it putting you off?
Yeah, it shouldn't do, because I should give it more time and look at the rest of it.
Never lived in a town. Never really spent time in a town.
And so let's have a look at the rest of this, and then you can have a think about whether this location could work for you or not. Yeah?
Yeah.
This is your second bed, but you've got storage.
It's not a tiny room. You probably could fit a double bed in.
I sort of sense that you two are not that excited about this place, to be honest. It's a different way of life.
Yeah.
Come here, you've got to let you two go and have a talk and have a look at that, and maybe that will resolve a little bit of the problem about walking the dog
Outside space.
straight outside, because you've got outside space here. Yeah?
Yes.
All right.
This
The beach, you know, trying out new water. Is that part of what attracts you to Fuerteventura?
definitely. So, you know, at home it's such an effort and you've got such a drive to go somewhere nice. The weather can change and you're not doing it.
For you two, I mean, will it change your relationship, do you think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, once maybe I learn a bit of Spanish, maybe.
And Dan, you know, I mean, I think for him, he sort of seems to be, it's in the right location.
Yeah.
And I wondered if that comes from having lived on boats for such a long time.
His homes, normally it was just a boat and he lives from a bag. But
Emma Greenfield and Daniel Halley buy the home of their dreams. Daniel spent the last 18 years living on boats, so with a budget of £73,000, this will be the first property that he and Emma have bought on dry land. The big beach, basically, and there's no shortage of space here for you guys, is there?
certainly not. It's
Room for learning how to sail dark catmarans, and obviously
What we're going to have a look at is a little bit outside of the town, so hopefully that will suit you. And it's actually just a few minutes away.
Yeah, that sounds more promising,
Yeah.
I think, rather than bang smack in the middle of the town like earlier.
I know you two aren't really much into swimming.
and tennis courts, but
Let's go and have a look at this place and come on in then. And you will see downstairs loo, kitchen's back there, you've got two big storage house, not just an apartment.
I've lived my whole life in very small places, so
Yeah,
I
I've
just
never
put my
decorated a
stuff
house
in the corner over there.
In a bag, yeah.
What, too big for you?
But to me, coming here is about getting outside, not having a bigger inside.
Down to the nitty-gritty with this one, because the real major reason why we're here is the price. Because for a property this size, it is exceptionally good value. The place is on the market for a bank repossession.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back when these were built 6 years ago, 30 of them sold for £170,000. This is the kitchen. So it's a separate kitchen, which is a first on this house hunt. As a brand new place, usually you won't get a kitchen with it.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're looking at between about £3,500 to £4,000 to put in. This one, come in, Dan, and have a look behind the door there. Got an ensuite. One last thing I want to show you. We're going to carry on upstairs. Terrace. Look over there. And then this side, you've the best part of the property for you, Dan.
Yeah.
I knew it would be.
I think it is for me as well.
I just think it's important to be out.
Although it ticks many boxes, it's probably not quite right still. It's not quite the life we come out here for. We want to...
I'd feel I'm isolated, and
Yeah,
because we
that's-
have more space than we need, we'd probably get back into where we are. We'd just stay at home.
It's all right at home.
Very much at home. Unfortunately, our water doesn't look...
How would you two feel about having a marina?
Sounds pretty good to me.
Perfect.
Along the coastal path from here to where we're going in Costa d'Antigua. So let's walk. Here that we're looking at, definitely got more of a traditional feel to it, don't you think?
Yeah, it definitely has that, and it's definitely quiet.
For just under £51,000, and that's
right.
negotiable.
Oh, great.
It comes with it. A local Canarian couple, and they've spent over £12,000 actually refurbishing this. And actually, it's quite tiny in there. It might sort of what you think, but I'm going to let you two have a look around on your own.
Okay.
All right? It's small, but I'm hoping the character, the quirky feel and the price will finally put a smile on Dan's face.
I'll let Daniel tell you what we thought
You're
on
gonna
that
be
one. 'Cause,
surprised.
yeah,
I actually have something to say.
Go on then.
I think it's the best one we've seen.
actually maintained, which is what you wanted, isn't it?
Yeah,
But it is
just-
very cute. It's very weird inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Very
I
weird.
actually thought maybe, you know, this isn't
I
definitely
think it because it feels like I'm in a boat. Because
There's no view, but
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And you've been obviously enjoying it.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I love it here.
Really?
Yeah.
Was there something that just made you say, I'm leaving, I'm off?
So for 3 years. Yeah, and when I came here, it was 20 degrees, so it was 37-degree difference. But
So what do you do here? Do you work?
I work on a catamaran. Yeah, I work on a
Fantastic.
catamaran.
Doing tours.
Yeah, it's around the island of Lobos, just.
What sets Fuerteventura apart from the other Canary Islands for you? So have you got any regrets about moving out here?
None whatsoever.
Scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you, Dan?
8.
that's good. That's really good.
But with a budget of £73,000, I'm trying to help them get onto the property ladder in their dream destination of Fuerteventura. We're back!
We're back.
How do you two feel?
Very happy to be back. I love it here. Love it. Can't get
You've got the heart, you know, you've got the marina here, all the restaurants. You can go for walks
perfect walking.
with the dog. No, I mean, has on your minds? Even Dan's smiling.
With its wonderful...
Now, obviously, for £72,000.
Okay.
Then, how excited are you, Dan?
8.
That's good. That's really good.
Okay. It's also...
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
It's got more foundations to be what we want it to be. Like the last property we looked at had lots of quirkiness about it, but I feel this has got bigger foundation to build what we want on. And at the same time, this is more of a... I feel it's a wipe-down place, close the door and we can leave it for long periods of time. So
That's
it's-
very true.
It just works. It's
Low maintenance. Lifestyle, though, how would this work for you?
Big.
So this place pretty much has got everything that you two wanted, except for that little outside space for the dog. Although there is a little outside space that you two could use. There's a roof terrace.
Is there?
Shared roof terrace.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm going to let you two have a look around and then I'll meet you up there.
Okay.
All right? I'll see you in a sec.
Okay.
I think I finally hit the nail on the head and got some excitement out of Dan. Was that you two would love El Cotillo. That final property seemed to matter.
Thing that doesn't really matter.
yeah, 4-hour problem.
I think the order.
So you think you might make an offer?
I don't want to upset you,
Yeah.
so it's right.
Figure out.
Please let me know what happens. It's fair to say that finding a home on dry land for Dan and Emma has not been plain sailing, but there's no doubt that El Cotillo is the perfect location for them. And hopefully, before long, they'll be the proud owners of their very first property.
And the place in the winter sun continues.